Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. I hope you people are doing good. So, today we are up with yet another very important topic of the Code of Civil Procedure, that is commissions. And the relevant sections that you people are supposed to study while reading this topic are section 75, 76, 77, 78 of the Code of Civil Procedure along with Order 26. So let's directly come to the point as to what is the very primary objective why a commission is issued by the courts. So the purpose of issuing a commission by the respective court is basically to impart complete justice to the parties to the suit, which is a fundamental of any procedural law. Also, it is the discretion of the judges in having regards to the facts and circumstances of the case. The respective court is going to decide whether a commission shall be issued or not, whether the circumstances demand so or not. So it is basically an in-depth investigation where the court deems necessary having regards to the unique facts of each case. So now the court may take cognizance either on the application of the parties if they wish the court to issue a commission, or it may be even be on the own initiative, on the own motion of the court. Section 75 to 78 of the Code of Civil Procedure deals with the commission. And for more elaborative study, we have to discuss Order 26 of the code also. So, starting with section 75, the title of the section 75 is Power of Court to Issue Commissions. So, there are various purposes as per section 75 why a commission is to be issued and for what purpose the commission may be issued by the court. So, first of them is for the examination of witnesses. Then, to perform a local investigation if the court deems necessary, then the court may issue the commission. For adjustment of accounts, the court can issue the commission. To do a partition, to make a partition in the respective case, the court may think of issuing a commission. To hold investigation, which may be in the nature of scientific, technical, or expert investigation. For this purpose also, the court can issue the commission. Then to hold uh, a sale, conducting a sale, then also the court can issue the commission if the court deems fit, having regards to the circumstances of the case. And lastly, for the performance of a ministerial act. So, with the help of Order 26, let's take each purpose elaborately. So, the first purpose for which the commission may be issued by the court is to examine the witness. So, issuing of commission for the purpose of examination of witnesses is guided by section 76 to 78 and by rules 1 to 8 of Order 26. However, in this study, we'll keep our focus more on section 75. What is the rule 1 of Order 26? It talks about that any court may in any suit issue a commission for the examination on interrogatories or otherwise of any person who is resident within the local limits of the jurisdiction of the court and exempted under this code from attending the court, or somebody who is sick or infirm or is unable to attend the court for that matter. For all these purposes, to examine the witness, the court may issue the commission, provided that a commission for examination or interrogatories shall not be issued unless the court, for reasons to be recorded, thinks it necessary so to do. As I've already discussed with you, that this is the discretion of the courts, and having the regards to the facts and circumstances of the case, what the justice demands, the court will decide for reasons to be recorded that whether a commission shall be issued or not, whether it is expedient to issue the commission or whether it is not expedient to issue the commission. So it is on the discretion, the judicial discretion of the judges. The explanation of the said rule says that the court may, for the purpose of this rule, accept a certificate purporting to be signed by a registered medical practitioner as evidence of the sickness or infirmity of any person without calling the medical practitioner as a witness. Since one of the ground why a commission may be issued by the court having regards to get the witness examined is if the witness is suffering from any kind of infirmity or the witness is sick for that matter, then To make it double sure, to cross check the same, the court may accept a certificate signed by a registered medical practitioner as an evidence of the fact that the person is truly suffering from any kind of sickness or infirmity. So, moving further, Rule 2 of Order 26 states that an order for the issue of a commission for the examination of a witness may be called by the court either of its own motion or on the application of the parties, which has to be supported by the affidavit or otherwise. So basically, this power of the court can be exercised either on the application submitted by the parties to the suit, or the court may even exercise its power on its own motion. So, moving towards the next purpose for which a commission may be issued is to perform a local investigation, and Rule 9 and Rule 10 of Order 26 deals with the same. So, now let's have a look. What does Rule 9 of Order 26 have to state about the same? So, the title of Rule 9 is Commissions to Make Local Investigations. So, under these circumstances, also, if the court deems fit, then a commission may be issued to make local investigations. It further elaborates that in any suit in which the court deems a local investigation to be requisite or proper for the purpose of elucidating any matter in dispute, to understand the matter in dispute more properly, or to ascertaining the market value of any property. Since this is a civil law and therefore it becomes important to understand the market value of any property if this is the subject matter of the suit, or the amount of any mean profit or damages or annual net profits. For all these purposes, for ascertaining either what is the matter in dispute, the market value of the property, or the mean profit which is supposed to be given by one party to the other party, and the damages or annual net profits as the case may be, to ascertain all these matters, to examine all these matters, the court may issue a commission to such person as it thinks fit, directing him to make such investigation and to report thereon to the court. Now, what does Rule 10 says? It says that the commissioner has certain responsibilities. Once the inspection has been done by the commissioner, then the commissioner, after such local inspection as he deems necessary, and after reducing all those things to writing, which will be taken as an evidence, shall return such evidence together with his report in writing signed by him to the court itself. And those report and depositions are deemed to be evidence in suit. And even for that matter, commissioner may also be examined in person for whatever investigation the commissioner has done in order to make a local investigation. So let's move further. The third purpose for which a commission may be issued is for the adjustment of accounts. And Order 26, Rule 11 and 12 of the said order deals with the provision of adjustment of accounts. It states that for the examination and the adjustment of accounts between the parties, the court may get a commission issued. The court gives necessary instructions to the commissioner, and the reports provided by the commissioner shall then be deemed to be evidence in the court. So it is the primary responsibility of the commissioner to make an adjustment of the accounts between the parties of the suit, whatever is the subject matter of the suit, and then to report back the same to the court. So the fourth purpose for which a commission may be issued by the court is to do a partition, to make a partition between the parties. And this is guided by Rule 13 and Rule 14 of Order 26. So in this case, the court basically issues a commission when a preliminary decree of partition of an immovable property has been passed by the court. So if the subject matter is this, having regard to the partition of an immovable property, then what will happen is commissioner then divides the property into the required number of parts and then allots a share to the parties. So these are the functions of a commissioner when a commission will be issued by the court, and that particular commissioner is going to help the court to make a partition between the parties if partition is the subject matter of the suit as desired and deemed fit by the court. Then commissioners prepare a report of the entire investigation that the commissioner has done and provides it to the court thereafter. And after allotting, if any party objects or is unsatisfied of something, the court hears their objection and passes a final allotment decree. So this is basically a kind of remedy or a chance given to the parties if the parties are not satisfied with the partition that has been made by the commissioner. Then the courts are going to hear the objection and thereafter they will pass a final allotment decree. So even to make a partition between the parties having regard to the subject matter of the suit, a commission shall be issued by the court. Okay, so the fifth purpose for which a commission may be issued is to hold a scientific investigation. And Rule 10A of Order 26 talks about the same. The title of that particular rule is Commission for Scientific Investigation, and it further elaborates where any question arising in a suit involves any scientific investigation which cannot, in the opinion of the court, be conveniently conducted before the court. The court may, to its discretion if it thinks fit, necessary or expedient, in the interest of justice so to do, issue a commission to such person as it thinks fit, directing him to inquire into such question and report thereon to the court. So, if the court thinks that there has to be a scientific investigation done, which in the opinion of the court cannot be conducted before the court by the court, then for even that purpose, if the court thinks it is necessary or expedient, then it may issue a commission. Okay, so the next purpose for which a commission may be issued is to sell a property, is to make a sale of the property. And Rule 10C of Order 26 deals with the same. It further goes on saying that the court issues a commission when the court requires selling a movable property on which the court has custody and on which a case is pending. The selling of that property becomes necessary if the property cannot be properly preserved or if the court deems the selling necessary in the interest of justice. So basically, if the subject matter of the property is perishable one, it cannot be preserved for a longer period of time, and if the court consider necessary that in the interest of justice it is important that such perishable nature of the property, whatever the property is supposed to be sold out, then even for that purpose the court can order the issuance of a commission. So now the commissioner is directed to sell off the property and submit the report to the sale to the court. So another purpose for which a commission may be issued is for the performance of a ministerial act, and this is basically governed by Rule 10B of Order 26 of the court. So ministerial acts basically constitutes works like accounting, calculation, and works of the same nature. The ministerial acts do not require the application of judicial mind. So, therefore, if it will be carried on by the court, it would lead to wastage of court's precious time. So, to make sure to preserve the timings, to preserve the valuable time of the court, it is essential that a commission shall be issued so that all the ministerial act is taken care by the commissioner. So, moving further, let's also have a look as to what are the powers of commissioners which are elaborated under Rule 16 of Order 26. So, it goes on saying any commissioner appointed under this order may examine the person themselves and any witness whom they or any of them may produce, and any other person whom the commissioner thinks proper to call upon to give evidence in the matter referred to him. Now, since the power has been bestowed on the commissioners by the court because of the issuance of the commission, so now the commissioner has certain powers, and one such power is to examine the parties themselves or to call any witnesses. The second power that is given to the commissioner is to call for and examine documents and other things relevant to the subject of inquiry. So, obviously, since documents must be required to do complete justice, therefore, the commissioner is being bestowed by this power by virtue of Rule 16 of Order 26 that the commissioner may even call for and examine certain documents which is the subject matter of the inquiry, which is a very subject of inquiry. And lastly, at any reasonable time, the commissioner may enter upon or into any land or building mentioned in the order. Since we have seen that there are various tasks which is to be carried out by the commissioner, it may be related to sale of movable property, or it may be related to hold an investigation, or maybe to make a partition. For all these purposes, the commissioner has been given this power that he may at reasonable time enter upon any land or property to complete its work. So moving further, Rule 18 of Order 26 talks about parties to appear before Commissioner. Now this is yet again mandatory for the party that if the Commissioner is working on the directions given by the court, he has been appointed as a Commissioner to do justice with the case, then it becomes mandatory for the parties to appear before the Commissioner. It further goes on saying that where a commission is issued under this order, the court shall direct that the parties to the suit shall appear before the commissioner in person or by their agents or pleaders, so that justice may be served, and that too in due time. Where all or any of the parties do not appear, the commissioner may even proceed in their absence. So, to make sure that the non appearance of the parties do not hinder the proceedings, so even the commissioner is given this power that if any of the parties does not appear before him, then he may proceed in their absence. So, in this lecture, we have discussed some basic elements of commissions. What are the purposes? What are the powers given to the court? And under what circumstances a commission may be issued? So, let's take a quick review of the same. The relevant sections are section 75, 76, 77, 78, which are supposed to be read with Order 26 of the Code of Civil Procedure. And the basic motto of issuing a commission is to do complete justice to the case and to the parties. As I have already mentioned, that it is a discretion of the judges. And these are those various purposes for which the commission may be issued by the court. To give a more elaborative reading of the same, you should go through section 75 along with Order 26 of the Code of Civil Procedure. So these words, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.